It's Tuesday, October 27th, 2009, and it's got to be 4:20 somewhere in the world. I'm your host, Radical Russ Belville. Produced and distributed by the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws in Washington, D.C., this is your NORML Daily Audio Stash, the growing truth about cannabis. Welcome to the most popular podcast regarding marijuana in all of America and all the world, featuring interviews with scientists, politicians, doctors, prohibition policy activists, regular cannabis consumers, musicians, and NORML staff and NORML's board of directors, along with music and comedy no other podcast can offer. You can always find out more about our show at our website, stash.norml.org, and continue the education and conversation on our blog as well. We're ending marijuana prohibition with education, one listener at a time. The podcasting and blogging technology for the NORML Daily Audio Stash is provided by Red Aphid Interactive Media. For your professional web design needs, visit redaphid.com. Good day, Stashers, and welcome to the podcast. To start things off for today, I am proud to announce the formation of a new college chapter in our NORML network at the University of New Hampshire. Hooray for them. If you'd like to get in touch with University of New Hampshire NORML, check our website at norml.org/chapters. You'll find the listing of all the NORML chapters all across this country. And if you don't find one near you, send me an email at chapters@norml.org. and we'll see if we can get one started. Speaking of New Hampshire, the folks up there are looking to override the veto by Governor John Lynch of the state's medical marijuana law that passed through the Assembly and Senate. Looks like it'll have the veto override in the Assembly, might be a little short in the Senate. So those of you in the Granite State, please get in contact with your legislators and get this veto overridden to make New Hampshire the 14th medical marijuana state. Checking some stuff up on the blog at stash.norml.org. I've posted a whole bunch of new videos. Well, maybe not new, but videos that I've finally gotten around to posting. You can find our collection of hemp stock videos from Portland Hemp Stock. I've posted the two that I was in, but of course there's also the video of the Emperor of Hemp, Jack Herer, giving his last speech before his heart attack he suffered there, as well as Alan St. Pierre and many other folks speaking at the Portland Hemp Stock last September. Videos courtesy of the Campaign for the Restoration and Regulation of Hemp in Portland, Oregon. I've got the link to their YouTube channel. Please check it out. Also, last week, Fox Business Channel produced a series called High Noon. It was all about medical marijuana and cannabis. We've got all 5 of those videos now posted at stash.norml.org. Just search for Fox Business or High Noon.
It only comes twice a day, but I don't care. It's 4:20 somewhere.
Checking out our cannabis community calendar, which you can find at norml.org/calendar. We're happy to announce a couple of additions to the calendar with the chapters at Oberlin College in Ohio joining up. Ohio NORML's got their new calendar added, and Michigan NORML has added their calendar, including themselves and all the Michigan NORML subchapters. If you'd like to get your NORML chapters events on this calendar, please send me an email at chapters@norml.org, and I'll send you the instructions. Coming up on Wednesday, there is a Heads versus Feds debate from Nebraska NORML at the University of Nebraska-Omaha campus Milo Bale Student Center. It's a debate between a High Times staffer and an ex-DEA agent. That's this Wednesday. Thursday, Oberlin NORML is having their weekly meeting with Joel Musey, who's a graduate of Oberlin College 2004. He's giving a lecture on marijuana pain and inflammation for the weekly meeting. The full presentation by Joel Musey on marijuana, pain, and inflammation, what you didn't know about endocannabinoids, will be taking place in Science Center A154 on Friday morning. Check out Oberlin NORML's calendar for more information. Also on Friday, there's the Gory at the Quarry Festival at Nelson Ledges Quarry Park. This is an Ohio NORML sponsored event. NORML of Waco, Texas is putting on their Abnormal Halloween at Smoke and Rays on New Dallas Highway in Waco, Texas, featuring David Zychek, formerly with Night Ranger, as the headliner. Tennessee NORML's having their Halloween party Friday, October 30th at Carla's. Contact Tennessee NORML for more details. And on Saturday, a Halloween party at New York City's Greenwich Village Halloween Parade. This is with New York NORML in one of the largest Halloween parades in the country. Check out www.halloween-nyc.com. And on Saturday, NORML Show Live is on the air with our Halloween special coming to you from NORML West Coast Media Headquarters' exclusive Halloween party. Finally, on Sunday, November 1st, NORML Nebraska will be having their open meeting in Lincoln, Nebraska. For more details, check out normalnebraska.org. For maps, details, and times of these events in your local time zone, check out normal.org/calendar. It's a NORML shout-out. We want to give a special shout-out today to the folks in Jacksonville, Florida. There's been a shakeup at the NORML chapter there with their executive director resigning, but we still want to keep Jacksonville a strong chapter in the state of Florida, which it always has been. So those of you in the Jacksonville area, please send me an email at stash@normal.org. I'll put you in touch with the rest of the remaining members of the Jacksonville organization, and we'll see to it that you're back up and running in no time. Also, we've got special shout-outs to the Northeast for the state of Connecticut. We had a NORML chapter there, as you may recall, that kind of blew up this summer with a terrible bit of news. But we're going to reform that chapter with responsible people, and we want you to be involved. Also, New Hampshire just got their University of New Hampshire chapter, but we're still lacking a state New Hampshire chapter. So any of you in New Hampshire that wish to help me get that started, send me an email at chapters@normal.org. And for those of you in the Northern Virginia area, Virginia NORML is just about ready to be announced as an official chapter. If you'd like to get in contact with them and get in on the ground floor, send me an email at stash@normal.org. Now, coming up on your daily audio stash, we begin with your hemp headlines, including a look at the state of New Jersey, where a couple of senators want a governor's pardon of a medical marijuana patient who was busted growing pot to treat his multiple sclerosis. The police in Colorado are a bit upset that they can't just bust everybody with marijuana that they find. And the state of Montana issues its first hemp license in a challenge to the DEA's restriction against hemp farming. For our daily Toker Tunes, we're still doing our best of music over the past year and a half, and thanks to yesterday's special event on the stash that precluded me playing a tune, today you get a twofer. That's right, 2 daily Toker Tunes for the price of 1. We're going to start with the Asylum Street Spankers and their classic We're Winning the War on Drugs, and then John Nicholson with his plaintive country tune, Grandma's Getting High. For our Cannabis Conversations, we bring you another special from the Cypress Hill Smokeout that took place this weekend. I've got live audio from the comedy performance of Cheech and Chong on Saturday afternoon, where they played some of their favorite musical hits from the Cheech and Chong repertoire. You'll definitely want to check that out. All that and more coming up on your NORML Daily Audio Stash.
Hello, I'm Paul Stanford from the Hemp and Cannabis Foundation, or THCF. Medical marijuana is legal in 13 states today, and THCF has clinics in 8 of those states. Our doctors help qualified patients obtain an authorization for medical marijuana in their state. Patients are eligible for medical marijuana with a history of either severe chronic pain and or nausea, cancer, AIDS or HIV, hepatitis, glaucoma, seizure disorders like epilepsy, chronic muscle spasms such as in multiple sclerosis or asthma, neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, and gastrointestinal disorders like IBS or Crohn's disease. If you or someone you know has one of these conditions, our doctors will help you obtain a permit for medical marijuana. THCF Medical Clinics has offices in Washington State, Oregon, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Nevada, Montana, and now Michigan. Call 1-800-723-0188 or go to the web at hemp.org or 1-800-723-0188.
Now it's time to take a look at the latest stories about marijuana from news organizations across America and around the world in our NORML Daily Audio Stash.
Hemp Headlines.
New Jersey senators call for pardon of medical marijuana patient. Trenton, New Jersey. Calling the prosecution of a self-medicating Somerset County man with multiple sclerosis a, quote, severe, inappropriate, discompassionate, and inhumane application of the letter of the law, end quote, Senators Nicholas P. Scutari and Raymond J. Lesniak today urged Governor John Corzine to pardon Franklin Township resident John Ray Wilson, and called on the Assembly to quickly move legislation to decriminalize the medicinal use of marijuana by New Jerseyans with chronic and terminal illnesses. Quote, it seems cruel and unusual to treat New Jersey's sick and dying as if they were drug cartel kingpins. Moreover, it is a complete waste of taxpayer money having to house and treat an MS patient in a jail at the public's expense, end quote, said Senator Scutari, Democrat of Union, Middlesex, and Somerset counties. Quote, specifically in the case of John Ray Wilson, the state is taking a fiscally irresponsible hardline approach against a man who's simply seeking what little relief could be found from the debilitating effects of multiple sclerosis. Governor Corzine should step in immediately and end this perversion of criminal drug statutes in the Garden State, end quote. Quote, without compassion and a sense of moral right and wrong, laws are worth less than the paper they're printed on, end quote, said Senator Lesniak, Democrat of Union County. Quote, New Jersey's tough criminal drug laws were never intended to be used against patients suffering from chronic and terminal medical conditions. The prosecutors and presiding judge have set up a scenario where Mr. Wilson is no different than a common street thug in the eyes of the law, end quote. In August of 2008, a training flyover by a New Jersey National Guard helicopter spotted 17 marijuana plants in the backyard of John Ray Wilson's Franklin Township home. Wilson, now 36 years old, was diagnosed with MS in 2002 and at the time had no health insurance coverage or means to pay for the pharmaceutical drugs needed to keep the symptoms of his disease in check. According to his lawyer, Wilson turned to natural substances to relieve his suffering, including bee sting therapy and marijuana purchased illegally. Unable to afford purchasing expensive pharmaceutical drugs to ease his pain, Wilson attempted to grow marijuana for his own personal medical use in the backyard of his home. Now he's being charged with multiple counts of possession and manufacturing of illegal drugs, the most severe of which, first-degree maintaining or operating a drug production facility, carries a sentence of up to 20 years in prison and disqualifies him for the Pre-Trial Intervention Program, an alternative to incarceration for nonviolent offenders. State prosecutors have offered a plea agreement of 4 years imprisonment, but the Union County lawmakers called on Governor Corzine to pardon Wilson of the drug production facility charge in order to make him eligible to participate in pre-trial intervention and avoid a prison sentence. I would urge everyone in New Jersey to contact Governor Corzine and Senators Scutari and Lesniak and get as much support drummed up for pardoning John Ray Wilson as possible. I'd also encourage everyone to lobby their legislators in New Jersey to get that bill passed through the Assembly that would protect medical marijuana patients. But the cruel irony is this: that medical marijuana bill, even if it were to pass, would not have protected John Ray Wilson. For this medical marijuana bill being considered in New Jersey is one of these new bills that forbids home cultivation. John Ray Wilson would still be guilty because he was cultivating 17 plants at home. While it is important that we pass medical marijuana legislation in every state, it's also important that it's good medical marijuana legislation, and it's most important that it recognizes the right of patients to grow their own medicine. Otherwise, they are subject to dispensary monopolies and black market pricing. A $400 ounce is still unobtainable legally or illegally if you can't afford it. Colorado cops frustrated they can't just bust everyone they catch with marijuana. From CBS 4, Denver. A marijuana investigation turned out to be just a big waste of time for a Colorado Sheriff's Department, but the sheriff says he's working with the best information he's allowed to use. Summit County Sheriff John Miner says the problem is a lack of clear state rules on medical marijuana. The bust that went wrong used up several days of police work, but he says it was the best they could do with the information they had available. It turned out the growing operation was legal. Sheriff Miner said, quote, "We follow the law, but when the law is so ambiguous, it's difficult. 6 or 7 out of the last 10 in the last 6 months have all been legitimate operations." End quote. It's been a perfect storm for law enforcement. Growers don't have to register with the state, so officers don't know what they are investigating until after they obtain a search warrant. I think this story could have just begun and ended with, "A marijuana investigation turned out to be a big waste of time." Period. When at least 60% of your criminal investigations aren't criminals, you know you've got a big problem. It used to be so easy for police. See marijuana. Bust people. End of story. Now they have to go through the trouble of determining whether that grower is lawfully providing medicine for sick people or breaking the law by providing it to healthy people. It's funny to me how Colorado police are freaking out about the explosion of dispensaries in Colorado, the inability to bust the plethora of Colorado grows because so many are legal, and the massive increase in registered medical marijuana cardholders. So, in essence, your problems are businessmen who used to sell pot now want to do so legally, people that grow pot now want to do so legally, and people who use pot now want to do so legally. In what other public policy arena, aside from marijuana, are law enforcement frustrated by more people who want to obey the law? Maybe the people of Colorado can convince their law enforcement that the problem isn't that the limited legalization of marijuana for medical purposes creates gray areas in the law that non-medical users can exploit with impunity. The problem is that medical marijuana is too limited to protect the majority of marijuana consumers who simply want to enjoy marijuana legally and not go to jail. The problem isn't that medical marijuana wastes police resources. It's that busting people for marijuana, period, wastes police resources. First Montana hemp license issued. May challenge DEA ban. From the Billings Gazette. The state this month issued its first license for an industrial hemp growing operation to a woman who said she wants to develop a domestic market for the plant, despite federal law barring its cultivation. Laura Murphy of Bozeman was the first to apply for the 2-year license since the state legislature approved its commercial cultivation in 2001. Federal law prohibits such activity, but the license issued by the Montana Agriculture Department on October 14th could challenge whether the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is willing to override the state. Montana applied to the DEA in 2002 for recognition of the state's hemp growing law. The request was denied, but Montana Agriculture Department Attorney Court Jensen said it could be reconsidered now that a license has gone out. Quote, "Obviously hemp is a little different than ordinary marijuana, but they have declined in the past," he said. In the meantime, he added, "We will administer the state law." End quote. In her license, Murphy was warned by Jensen that, quote, "Growing hemp is still illegal. You still need to get permission from the Drug Enforcement Agency in order to grow it without facing the possibility of federal charges for property confiscation." End quote, he wrote. You know what I'd do if I were Laura Murphy? Plant just one industrial hemp plant. Local and state cops aren't going to harass her since she now has a legal Montana license to grow it. And it would be fun to see if the DEA really wants to make a spectacle out of uprooting one non-psychoactive hemp plant, or prosecuting her for growing it and seizing her property over it. Or maybe just grow 99 hemp plants, so she falls short of the 5-year mandatory minimum threshold of 100 plants. In the context of the recent Obama DOJ memo telling federal prosecutors it is a waste of resources to go after medical marijuana users in states that have declared it legal, wouldn't it also be a waste of resources to go after hemp producers in states that have declared it legal?
There is a peaceful solution called a peace revolution. And now let's take back America.
Hi, this is Willie Nelson. Like millions of freedom-loving Americans, I'm a marijuana smoker, and I don't think that should be any of the government's business. There's there's absolutely nothing wrong with the responsible use of marijuana. The next time you light up, take the time to let your elected officials know how you feel. It's time we legalize marijuana and stop treating marijuana smokers like criminals. For more information on how you can help legalize marijuana, please contact NORML at NORML.org.
The battle to end adult marijuana prohibition can sometimes seem endlessly frustrating and impossible to overcome. One way we bond as a community and draw strength to continue is by rejuvenating our spirit through art and music. The Marijuana Music Awards exist to recognize those sonic artists in all genres of music who feature a ganja-friendly message to motivate and inspire all the cannabis community. Our daily Toker tunes, brought to you by MarijuanaMusicAwards.com, feature the finest in blues, rock, jazz, hip-hop, rap, reggae, country, bluegrass, and dance music to enhance that 420 feeling while promoting the message of reform. To donate your song for possible use on the stash, enter it in the next Marijuana Music Awards contest today. For today's Daily Toker Tunes, we're still playing back some of the best of tunes from the past year and a half, because Tam from the Marijuana Music Awards is busy putting together the 2010 Marijuana Music Awards. If you'd like to get entered into the Marijuana Music Awards and possibly have your song played on the Daily Audio Stash, just go to MarijuanaMusicAwards.com. Our first song's a big favorite of the stash, one of the first reefer tunes that I had ever heard, aside from things like Cheech and Chong and some of the standard ones. It's a group called the Asylum Street Spankers from Austin, Texas, and a song they have called We're Winning the War on Drugs. It's kind of based off of a riff from the late comedian Bill Hicks, who was another favorite of mine. We played this one in 2008 from Austin, Texas. Here you go, a little Asylum Street Spankers with We're Winning the War on Drugs.
In my lazy boy, just watching my TV, there's something that the newsman can't explain to me. Maybe I'm just paranoid as I set my reaper down. If there's a war on drugs going on, how come they're all around? But we're winning the war on drugs, we're winning the war on drugs. Praise the Lord and pass the ball, we're winning the war on drugs. You can grow them in your backyard or score them off the thugs. Put your hands against the car, we're winning the war on drugs. Tony scored 10 kilos from a pair of shiny black shoes, with an eagle in his haircut and an earphone on his tongue. After he got busted, he couldn't make no bail, 'cause we're making money off the stash and money off the jail. Yeah! But we're winning the war on drugs, we're winning the war on drugs. Praise the Lord and pass the ball, we're winning the war on drugs. You can throw them in your basement or score them off the thugs. Put your hands against the car, we're winning the war on drugs. About Bill Hicks and the laughter he creates, about burning all your records 'cause the artists were all baked. On this earth there's flowers, fungus, herbs, and weeds to take. If those things are legal, then God made a mistake. But we're winning the war on drugs, we're winning the war on drugs. Praise the Lord and pass the ball, we're winning the war on drugs. You can throw them in your closet or store them off the thugs. Put your hands against the wall, we're winning the war on drugs. Yeah, we're winning the war on drugs, we're winning the war on drugs. Praise the Lord and pass the ball, we're winning the war on drugs. You can throw them in your backyard or store them off the thugs. against God, we're winning the war on drugs. Put your hands against God, we're winning the war on drugs.
And since we had a special yesterday on the Daily Audio Stash, we didn't get a chance to play a tune, so you get 2 tunes today. Our second tune today comes from John Nicholson, and it's a song called Grandma. It's all about his 92-year-old grandma who gets high for the first time ever. Enjoy this one, John Nicholson with Grandma.
Grandma's turning 92, and that's a lot of years ahead of you. So listen close to what I say, 'cause Grandma's feeling old today. She said, I can't believe I'm sitting here, old as I am, never been stoned. I waited too damn long, so bring it on. Grandma's gonna fly. So I rolled it up and I passed it around. Grandma smoked the whole thing down. Said she was making up for wasted ground. So too many times she turned it down. She said you live your life until it's gone. The things you never try just slip away till they're gone too. I waited too damn long, so bring it on. Grandma's gonna fly. And then she talked about the old days, said some things that blew my mind. See, 'cause you ain't seen a thing till you seen Grandma getting high. Yeah, 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 Grandma, she didn't have much time left, and she made use of every breath. And I swear she smiled before she left, as I felt the world fall off her chest. Ooh, and as the gates of heaven open wide, she slipped over to the other side. She was singing, hey, hey, hey. I waited too damn long, so bring it on. Grandma's gonna fly. I waited too damn long, so bring it on. 'Cause Grandma's gonna fly.
Hello, I'm Casper Leach, host of Time for Him. When our politicians passed the Marijuana Tax Act in 1937, the citizens of the United States had no idea that a new civil war had begun. Now, after more than 7 decades of this war's escalation and spending well over $1 trillion of taxpayers' money, the result has been an arrest record of more than 37 million brothers and sisters for nonviolent drug offenses. Every year, we choose to continue this war. We do so at the cost of well over $69 billion. Add to this, we are building prisons faster than we are building schools. In fact, the prison industry is now one of the fastest growing industries in the United States. We must end this civil war. We can with your help. Please join LEAP, the Law Enforcement Against Prohibition, and become part of the solution to ending the war on drugs. Go to leap.cc and find out how to become a member.
Legalization, decriminalization, lowest law enforcement priority, medical marijuana, ganja sacrament, consumer cannabis, industrial hemp. The world of marijuana law reform involves many different aspects of cannabis that intersect nearly every public policy discussion in America, including healthcare, the economy, global climate change, law enforcement and prisons, immigration, religion, free speech, energy policy, and war. Now we take a look at how re-legalizing marijuana will change the world in our normal daily audio stash, Cannabis Conversations. For today's Cannabis Conversations, we give you another special treat. Yesterday, we played the panel with Tommy Chong, Be Real, and Lou Dog from the Cypress Hill Smokeout on Saturday afternoon in San Bernardino, California. Today, I'm going to give you Tommy Chong's musical performances. Along with his partner Cheech Marin, they got up on stage and played some of the tunes and some of the characters that you've heard on Cheech and Chong albums and seen in Cheech and Chong movies for all time. And it sure was a good time. Sure was fun to see Tommy playing his Blind Melon Chitlin character, and we got Cheech Marin playing his Big Red character. That was a lot of fun. You'll recognize all the tunes, and I do apologize a little bit for the audio. As I was trying to record this, the security people would stop me at just about every place I tried to stand to record the audio and tell me to move. So if you hear some of my conversations with some of those security guards, you'll understand why that's happening. So we got the best we could. This is Cheech and Chong live from the San Manuel Amphitheater in San Bernardino, California at the Cypress Hill Smokeout. Enjoy.
Faster than Starbucks. Which only proves one thing, that there are a lot of sick people in this world. That's it. And we need our medicine. And the thing they forget, they always think, that when you mention medical marijuana is for someone that has a serious illness. Well, to me, boredom is a serious illness. Our next tour, which starts in January, is going to be called Get It Legal. Yeah. We feel the time is right. And so right now, we'd like to start our portion of the show, because the one thing that people wonder, why is marijuana such a good medicine? I figured it out. It took me 9 months in jail to figure it out, but I figured it out. Marijuana is such a good medicine because it makes you laugh. And laughter is the best medicine. By far. So we're going to start our show out and introduce, because it's a musical event, we're going to stay musical. We got this young man, he appeared in Cheech and Chong's next movie. He's Cheech's cousin Red. Give it up for Red Hickey!
Up here. I'm a street singer. I'm not used to be on stage with thousands of people. And I'm so nervous you couldn't get a pin on my ass with a jackhammer right now, I'll tell you what. God damn it, it's hot out here, huh? Doesn't suit me because I get relative humidity. You know, the sweat that forms on your balls when you're doing your cousin, you know. Did we get it?
It's all right if we didn't stay behind you.
Hey, y'all want to hear a joke?
Because everyone's standing.
All right, it is a joke. All right, what do you get when you cross a leprechaun with a prostitute? You get a little bitty fucker about that.
I am back here. I hung up for a second to take Tommy Chong live on the stage. Right now, Cheech Marin is up on the stage. Playing his character Red.
Why do you just go down
I can't stand here. I have to keep this clear. We're under fire marshal.
I got you. Where can I go? I'm trying to record for the show, so.
You can put it right around here.
Okay, thank you. Well, so this is what we get when we have a live show. People are scamming me away from this end of the stage. Trying to walk over to the stage. I'm trying to get post-up some audio from Cheech Marin. Like I said, he's on stage right now playing his Red character, the country redneck character. So I'm going to see if we can get some audio on the show here for you.
I'm
moving the speakerphone now to see if we can get Cheech on the air here.
Because my daddy, he's from here. And my dear departed dad. And I miss him a lot. And I remember the last words he ever said to me. He said, "Hey, watch this!" And then, straight finger much. But I knew we were coming here, so I want to sing you.
On a live show right now, so I'm trying to get audio. If I can just speak around.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
To my girlfriend of 16 years.
All right, we're trying to find our next
We should be 16.
So, I'm going to move around. Move around here, see if we can get closer to where the audio is, and be able to enjoy more of Cheech Marin on stage. And rails and check things. Festivals. Amazing panel with Tommy Chong and Be Real and Blue Dog from the Cottonmouth Kings. That was earlier. I got all that recorded. We're going to play that on the Daily Audio Stash over the next 2 or 3 days. So check that out.
The staff person doesn't get back. I'm sorry.
We're on a live show right now. All right. I can't go in.
So anyways, I want to get out for you. And it's a love song. And if y'all know the words, shut the fuck up. Go like this here. Me and my old lady, we like to get outside. But sometimes people just face us out. So we just make like a big truck and haul comes out of there. Oh, sometimes we are so much in love that we go on a picnic and don't even take any beer. We just cruise around looking for a main drag in town. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Goes to me, my old lady. Oh, we like to get outside. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to keep the music on rolling. This is a music festival, right? All right, we're going to bring out a music legend. He's a blues legend. He's an icon. He's from the deep south. He's from Africa, Mississippi. Let's have a big warm welcome for none other than Blind Melon Chili. Come on, let's have him. Come on. He's so old he farts stuff, man. Blind Melon Chili. Get your rusty ass over here. Yeah. Over here. Yeah. Get him to seat. I know. All right, there you go. All right. Let's give him another hand. Blind Melon Chili. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blind Melon Chili. I'm 156 years old. I can still get it up. Just can't get it in. No. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to sing a little song. I wrote one day when I was beating my old lady and everything. No. The blues. Thank you very much. I'm Blind Melon Chili. Right now I'd like to sing a song dedicated to
what the fuck? I'll do the song. I wasn't going to do the song anymore, but I'm going to do it. Fuck it. It's called the Dumb Motherfucker Song. There's a lot of dumb motherfuckers in the world today. You don't believe me, just look over to your right. You be laughing, but there's a lot of them. There's someone looking at your dumb ass, yeah. A lot of dumb motherfuckers in the world today. But the dumbest motherfucker of all in the whole goddamn universe had to be that little white boy named Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's a dumb motherfucker. Both paid $40 million for a blowjob. $40 million for a blowjob, yeah. And he did all the blowing. Now that's a dumb motherfucker. And just think, man, if Michael Jackson had been smoking weed instead of that shit, he'd be alive today. He'd be alive. That motherfucker, he's a dumb motherfucker, man. He could go to sleep, so what did he do? He shot up some dope. Man, you don't do that shit. You want to go to sleep, smoke some dope. That's what you do. You smoke some weed, you go to sleep like a motherfucker. He's a dumb motherfucker, man. And he married Lisa Presley. And he kissed little Lisa right on TV. Then Lisa leaned over and she whispered in his nose. Because she thought it was his ear. She said, Michael, get some mouthwash, motherfucker. Cause your breath tastes like little boy dick. Little boy dick, yeah. Little monkey dick in there somewhere too, yeah. Because you know he be blowing bubbles. Okay, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing a song dedicated to all the freaky women in the audience tonight. Do we have some freaky women up there? I love freaky women. Damn, I had me a freak the other night. I took her home and the first thing she did when she walked in the door, she took off her leg and put on the dresser. Then she took off her titties and put them on the dresser. Then she took out her teeth and her glass eye and put them on the dresser. Yeah, well, I didn't know whether to get in bed or get on the dresser. She could sing, man, and I played a little blues and she sang a song, and I'd like to hear it.
Listening to Tommy Shawn on stage as Blind Melon Chitlin here live at the Cypress Hill Smokeout in San Bernardino, California. We're at the San Manuel Amphitheater, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
She said, Blind,
sitting in the sun, enjoying Tommy Shawn.
This party jumping, and I'm having a good time. You know what's really on my mind? My bag get gumbo. Take off all my shit, put it on the dresser too. While I'm giving you some head, play some of your down home blues. Yeah! Down home blues. Down home blues. All she wanted to hear was some down home blues all night long. The only thing she let me do. She gave me the best head and I boogied off her down home blues. I played her some blues.
blues so far. Well, she looked up at me with tears in her eyes, and this is what she said. Hey, oh, house, huh? I can't hear the whole house, and I will know where you go. Down home blue, get ready, down home blue. All she wanted to hear was some. Oh, y'all sound like a busload of retards, man. Let's do that again. When I say down home blues, I want all the men who takes over 10 inches and sing down home blues. Don't be lying now. Down home blues. Come on, do it again. Down home blues. All right. Well, the black folk don't do that. Okay, all right. Some tough women. I heard a woman sing on that last one, too. That's okay. I'll unstrap on this gown. Just give me some good head. And I'll boogie out and down home blues. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's my pleasure to bring out the king and queen of rock and roll. This little motherfucker just got out of rehab.
Not again.
He's been in rehab more times than all of the Baldwin brothers put together. So we'll give him a big wow, hot, fuel welcome, and bring out Alice Bowie. Come on out here, Alice.
Of course, Keith Barron and Alice Bowie in the pink tutu and the tights and everything. It's beautiful. California, there are tens of thousands of people, probably 20,000 people enjoying the show. Canvas Carrie holding things down there. How's things so far, Ken? Carrie, hearing anything okay?
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of guests I want to introduce.
In the wrong place.
These are people from High Times. We have Natasha.
Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to Tommy.
Miss High Times.
Miss High Times.
A couple years ago, I was awarded the Freedom Fighter hat for my contributions toward the cause of furthering the legalization of pot. And now it's my pleasure to move the hat, turn it over to the newest freedom fighter, and I want you to, Natasha, to explain who that is.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tommy Chong. Tommy has been such an essential part to the cannabis movement that we gave this to him in 2007, and he's been such an essential part. He's had it for 2 years, and this year we're passing it down to Rick Simpson, Cannabis Crusader, made cannabis oil for cancer patients, curing people in Canada. Hopefully it's going to be widespread all over the world. Rick Simpson is an amazing man. So this goes to Rick Simpson this year at the High Times Cannabis Cup. It's 1 month away, November 22nd to the 26th. You can still get tickets at hightimes.com, cannabiscup.com. We hope to see all you guys here. This is so amazing to be here in this weather in California with what's going on right now. You guys are amazing. Come and say hi to us. Come smoke us out. Come smoke with us. This is amazing, you guys. God bless California. God bless Tommy Chong. God bless Cheech Marin. God bless Rick Simpson. And here's Miss High Times 2007 as well. What's up, guys? I gotta say, I am so happy to be here with you guys today. I'm a recent California resident and medical marijuana patient, straight from Texas. And this is just amazing. This isn't just a music festival, but this is representative of the growth of the marijuana movement and the progress we're making it fucking legal everywhere, you know? So thank you, California. You guys are awesome.
Well, let's hear one more time for High Time. Okay, anybody here from East LA? Okay, we got a tune for you then. Hit it, Maestro.
Took a walk to the corner store, just a bottle of my bread and a box of s'mores. Up to the guy in a yellow van, a shiny gold flash flashing in his hand. He said, "All right, all you mojados, hit the floor. I got one question to ask and nothing more. Answer in English, that is if you can. Where were you born, man?" Where was I born? That's right, Choco Press. Read my lips. Where were you born? I was born in East LA. I was born in East LA. What? Oh, you were born in East LA, were you? I'm from East LA. All right. Well, I guess you can tell me who the President of the United States is. What's his name? The President. That's right. Yeah, that's the new guy. The guy just got elected. That guy got some weird name. It's like, I'll rock your mama. I'll rock your mama. Hey. Okay, Daniel, you're all right. Come on, brother.
Tommy's on stage dancing with the show.
we're usually really funny, but I want to do something that's... I want to do a serious thing for you tonight. It's the only serious. We only do this, like once a night. And tonight's the night, so we'd like to sing a song that is of my people, and I hope you like it. Mexican American don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a lead. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love their nanas and their nonos and their ninas and their ninos. Nano, nano, nina, no, no. Don't call them beaters, they're all over the face. Don't call them beaters, no, the face they get in the face. Don't call them beaters, even though they drive real low. Don't call them beaters, even though they drive so fucking slow. Don't call them beaters, they don't like to be called beaters. You can dress them up, but you can't take them out. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and Little Chema, and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to go to the movies where the dude has to wear contact lenses to make his blue eyes brown. Don't make my brown eyes blue. Mexican Americans are from Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, San Antonio, and now all over the U.S. And Jesus Christ is cold out there. Mexican Americans have been here forever, and we're going to be here forever, and we only want what's fair. It's a student anthem, and we hope you will sing along with us. I'm sure you know all the words, if you never spoke, so sing along with Mr. Tommy John. Tommy John. Now this folk, that's where my money goes.
Thank you for downloading the NORML Daily Audio Stash, the growing truth about cannabis. We are produced by the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws in Washington, D.C. Our executive producer is Alan St. Pierre. Our deputy director is Paul Armentano. Our webmaster is Brian Judy. And web production is provided by Red Aphid Interactive Media. As always, you can catch up on the latest information about marijuana at www.norml.org. And you can interact and download from our Audio Stash blog at stash.norml.org. For everyone here at NORML, I'm your host, Radical Russ Belville, hoping all your harvests are bountiful and your encounters with law enforcement are non-existent.
We leave you today with the reminder that we'll be back to our regular rotation on the NORML Daily Audio Stash starting tomorrow. And since tomorrow is Wednesday, that means it's time for some cannabis science with Dr. Mitch Earlywine. If you've got questions you'd like me to ask Dr. Mitch on our regular weekly segment, send an email to 420research@gmail.com and we'll see to it that your question gets asked on the air. We've also got another California marijuana report coming up this week, and of course this weekend is Halloween. We'll be broadcasting live here from NORML West Coast Media Headquarters and the exclusive West Coast Halloween Party. Plenty of special guests will be joining us as well, and we'll be taking your phone calls at 347-994-1810. So, until next time, take care of each other, tokers.